I'm Jay Horton. I make movies that make money. This is how. I had a quick question for you guys. I've been doing the filmmaker tips sections towards the end of these videos. What do you guys think of those? Do you think I should continue on doing them, or are they kind of stupid? Sound off in the comments. This week, I had a young filmmaker reach out to me and basically beg me to help them fund their project. They were very earnest and actually have a project that I think would be good. And yes, I've directed over 20 feature films, produced over 30, edited over 50. I can't even tell you how many I'm averaging a year anymore. The budgets are mostly low, but the movies are making money. However, I'm far from what you would consider to be wealthy. I make enough money to pay my bills monthly, put a little back, and pay down the debt that I've built up over years of making movies. Just like most of you, I'm currently trying to find financiers for my finished scripts. I've directed several financially successful movies, but believe it or not, it still feels like starting over every time I start a new project. It's like I never did one in the first place. Truth is, for the most part, the only person I've ever been able to raise money for is me. This is not a selfish statement. It's just true. The producers that I've worked for and that invested in me usually did so not for some project that I brought to them. They invested in me as a filmmaker, as a writer, a producer, as a person. And something happened a few weeks ago that really got me thinking about this, because it was on the flip side, and I recently asked a director, someone who's made a ton of movies that you've heard of, to help me in the exact same way. I suppose my thought process was no different than the people that were asking me. I mean, this guy's further along than I am, so he can help me out, right? And I think that most working artists, regardless of where they are in their careers, are not so different. Regardless of how long we've been in it, we're all still trying to figure this thing out for ourselves. Don't get me wrong, we all want to help others. And when we achieve a certain level of success, we can, or at least we try to. But where is that level of success? When do I get to the point where I can help other people finance their movies? And how much can we actually help? And in what way? Well, unfortunately, it's most often not in the way that the person asking for help wants it. I'll be straight up 100 with you. I'm not in a position to help other filmmakers find money or produce their projects. I'm just not. Is there other stuff I can do though? Absolutely. I might not be able to help a struggling director raise money for his project, but I can tell that filmmaker how I was able to find money for my projects. I can go over what writing and directing techniques have worked for me and what didn't. I can tell them how I distributed and marketed my successful projects and what went wrong with my failures. I'd love to be in a strong enough position to help fund projects for other people, projects that I really believe in. And hopefully one day soon I'll be able to do that. That's actually a big goal of mine in the coming year. But for now, really all I have to offer is my advice. Share my stories, share my experience. That's what I do. If you want to learn how to make more money with your independent films, subscribe now. And if you'd like to get a marketing consultation on your next feature, check out my Patreon. But whatever you do, keep making movies.